Hi guys, it's me again, Darren. Today I'd like to share with y'all this Zen Koan called Awakening Through Homesick. Seriously? Yes. So the Zen master in this koan is called Zen master YangShan. And YangShan is the disciple of Zen master Wei-san. And both of them, Zen master YangShan and Zen master Wei-san, both of them are the pioneers of the Zen lineage called Yang. So, one day, a Zen student who has just begun his quest of truth came far away to visit Master YangShan. This Zen student is so-called newbie in spirituality. He has not started to meditate yet. He asked YangShan how to attain sudden enlightenment. Well, this is a big question. Zen Master YangShan replied, it's difficult if you haven't learned any meditation yet. Unless you are highly talented or highly gifted. But people with this kind of inborn gift is hard to find. Very rare. One of them is Liu Zhu, the sixth patriarch of Zen. He himself is illiterate, but he got the enlightenment very easily because he got this inborn gift. And Zen Master YangShan continued to tell him, well, there's an old Zen saying, if you haven't practiced meditation yet, when people talk about the details and the methods of sudden enlightenment, one is bound to feel clueless and very lost. But this student seems reluctant and impatient to start from 0, 1, 2, 3. Instead, he asks, is there any alternative path? Is there any secret neck that I can step over the threshold very quickly? Just skip the meditation part. So, Zen Master YangShan answered, you finding all these shortcuts will only make you more worried. But anyway, I'll try my best to pinpoint to you. See whether you get it or not. And Zen Master YangShan asked the student, so where do you come from? The Zen student said, my hometown is Youzhou. I came from Youzhou all the way. Well, that's very far away. Do you miss your hometown much? Yes, of course, I do. Almost every day I have homesick. And then Master YangShan said, Youzhou, I've been there once. So when you are missing your hometown, in your mind, you see lots of things. Lots of buildings in Youzhou, lots of resting booths, balconies, farms, many people, horses and carriages passing the streets, etc., etc. So all these contains all the images of you imagining your hometown, picturizing your hometown. Now listen very carefully. When you step back to see the perceiver that perceive all these images, do you see anything? When you step back from all the images, you just step back and look at the perceiver of all these. Do you see anything? And the student replied, when I look at the perceiver of all these images, I found there's no anything whatsoever. At the perceiver side, there's no anything. And the Zen Master YangShan said, theoretically you understand, but you are still at the object side. You haven't really got it. You haven't really fit into that state of beings. So you should start meditation, practice meditation, and always step backwards and look at it. I thought he highlighted this word. Always step backwards and look at it. So this Zen student thanked him. He got the teaching and left. So I would like to quote one line from the Zen poems of Laughing Buddha that says, 退步原来是向前, which means retreating backwards is in fact progressing spiritually. Retreating backwards is actually progressing. So it's like, let's use a metaphor of projector. So when you are using this projector, our focus is always on the projected images, the motion on the screen, or the movies. It could be tragedy, horror movie, comedy. But for spiritual growth, we are to step back and look at the projector itself rather than the projected images. And then slowly we will know where the images, where the objects are originated from. So when we look back at the projector itself, there's no so much of contents, no images. So this is the rare Zen Koan that I read in ancient Zen scriptures, and I found this quite interesting and it's worth sharing. I hope it's inspiring to you. And thank you and good day. I'll see you in the next video.